Usambut Menteri Rangba ke Sarkar Kongres hak jela Rajasthan, ubralong tengru Menteri ke Sarkar kami hak jingwan banyalap election nak bentaki kertong ke Parti Kongres hak jela Meghalaya, ulapan pau badai ke Kongres ke belapen urlong ya ke jingtrang ki paidbah ke Meghalaya ban yo ya ke jela Bapura. Habaya kran bikilat pathai kubor usacen pilot ulaong bakinu kinu gijing persang jong ke BJP lani kinu gi kenhon gi badan gijing te batka kin sasak kan tat ya ki paidbah jong ke jela Meghalaya namar baki paidbah ke jela kisannya abat ngej hak Parti Kongres.
It keep alleging, but I think the voters know best. It is very wrong in a democracy to prejudge what the people's wisdom is. I have full faith in the people of the state. I have full faith in our workers. And like I said, we have a new set of candidates who are fresh, young, talented, committed, principled individuals who will lead the state into a new era. Therefore, I have full faith in the voters, and I think they will give us their blessings on voting day. Today, I've come to raise a few issues in front of you, and I think they're important in the context of the voters making up their minds as to which party and what government can take the state forward for the next 5 years. We've had a previous government here in Meghalaya, which was also voted by the people of the state. But those parties that came together, promising and committing themselves to the development of the state, to provide jobs, economic development, growth, etc. Those same very people today are pulling in different directions, accusing each other of corruption. I think that people want to ask the question that for 5 years when you work together as a team, at that point there were no concerns about the corrupt practices, about the allegations that we are seeing today. And I think this mass migration of elected representatives happening from one party to another party is something that doesn't argue very well for our polity. And this state is a wonderful, peace-loving, progressive state. People of Meghalaya are looking for a government, for a party that can actually hold everyone together. And I'm absolutely confident the way that the Congress party has given its candidates this time. In fact, I'm told this is the youngest ever candidate list in the history of Meghalaya. Congress party has deliberately given tickets to young men and women, qualified professionals who have convictions and principles, who are committed to the people, who will really usher in a new era for the state of Meghalaya. I'm told about 10 of our seats out of 60 we have given to women for the first time. So equal participation of young people, professionally qualified individuals and women, I think will reflect the true demography of the state. The BJP has been in government for the last 8.5 years in New Delhi. They had a government here. And the BJP always talks about this double engine sarkar. Well, they had the opportunity here where they had two governments and double engine. And yet, at the time of elections now, they have gone apart and are doing this finger pointing game. So the BJP stands totally exposed to my mind, because while they were in government in Delhi and they had power here, they were not able to deliver to what the expectations were. And I think the expectations aren't something that cannot be fulfilled. But look at the way the issue of price rise and unemployment really has taken ground. The issue that we want to fight this election is on how the next 5 years can we curb inflation, create employment, and not just employment. Young people who are qualified often are underemployed. So they're technically qualified, are graduates and postgraduates, but are getting jobs that are below what their qualification should get them. So it's underemployment, unemployment, a lack of investment. What has stopped the government of India in the last 5 years while they were in power here to have more factories, more industry, more manufacturing happening here? That did not happen. So therefore I am confident that Mr. Pala, Vincent Balaji, all our colleagues here in the state, we have a fresh team, we have fresh candidates, and this state has always had a leaning towards the Congress party. I dare say that most of the political leaders in the state, no matter where they are today, they have originally come from the Congress party, because it is Congress and our leaders in Delhi which actually had the commitment and the willpower to create a state and to name it in such a beautiful fashion. So the relationship between the Congress party and the state of Meghalaya is generational. It's been there for decades, and now is a time of reckoning where people have many options. As you know, there are many parties which are trying to spread their wings into the state. There are many parties which are playing a game of who can be the power broker in the end. But the Congress party's long history, long association, commitment and performance, the voters of the state are very well aware. Therefore, I am absolutely sure that our candidates, our manifesto, the way the Congress parties campaign, we may not have the resources to match the BJP, for example, but we have the people's willingness, the support, and the blessings of our voters. So I think we will do very well, and the next government will be formed will be a Congress government. And in other states also we are doing very well, whether it's Meghalaya or Tripura. Next election will be in Karnataka, which is a large state. So the Congress party, I think, is well placed to perform very, very well in Meghalaya. And like I said, across regions, across age groups, across gender, the Congress party has a resonance which no other political party has. And I think Meghalaya is destined, and I hope that people will bless us on polling day and give our party a thumping majority.
Congress's commitment to Meghalaya, corruption-free Meghalaya, by bringing in new transparency law against corruption with total transparency in all state government dealing.
5 commitments na kasing Congress na kabinta ka 5-star Meghalaya.
Meghalaya kajingsingan ha ke imlang salang ningkong baro ki jingeshan by bam lingba ka social welfare ansa kan teu sha ka shia tingka shibnai kata ka long khat tingka shisnem
hakane ka apnyo trek urumphang shan ya ka sap jong phi haki artli ki senteu bat kershan ya ka Meghalaya TMC.
BJP promises to empower the women of Meghalaya by awarding free scooties to all the meritorious college girls and free education to all girls from KG to PG. This 27th February, vote for a stronger BJP for a stronger Meghalaya.